I'm gonna tell you the story. My dad has road rage similar to you guys.
Yeah.
And so like there was one time we were here on the east side and he was trying to make a turn and somebody cut him off and my dad got verbal and the other person got testy also, and it's just me and my dad. I'm in the passenger seat, and my dad's in the driver's seat, and my dad's like going off in Spanish. The other guys, Latin too, so they're going off. They're trading words or whatever. I think it's two of them or whatever. And when I tell you, my dad stopped the car, got out of the car, and was all like, "Oh, it's go time."
How old were you?
And I was like 10.
Okay, my niece was like 3.
Okay, but still,
Okay.
I was like, I was like 10. But it's still a kid. I'm still a kid.
Yeah, but
you can drive home.
Your dad is not
I can't drive home at 10. You tripping? No, but
your dad is not a good example for that. He wouldn't do that shit.
But here's what I did. Here's what I did. The moment he got out the car, my confrontational instigating ass reached in the back seat. Got a 2x4 because we were working on something. We got a 2x4, and I got out of the car, out of the truck at the time. Stepped on the hood, like was standing on the hood with the 2x4 in my hand, and my dad was at the window of the guy, like saying like, all right, if it's go time, it's go time. Let's go. Like, what's going on? Am I going to show my kid's about to be here by himself? He'll be all right. He was going, and that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna have that energy when you're pissed off and you can't control what other people are gonna do.
Well,
you
that's
can't control it, but it's some bitch shit. If you're like honking and shit.
But that's why I didn't do. That's why I didn't do because of the fact that she was in the car. Exactly, you're saying keep the energy. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna let her in. I'm not gonna let her cut me off and whatnot. But I also wasn't gonna sit here and flick her off or anything. I didn't instigate any of that because of the fact that my niece was in the car. Because same thing, keep that energy. I wasn't gonna keep that energy with her being in the car.
Why that's wrong? Like, you must. It's so hard for me to believe that you're like... I'm
not saying it was right. I'm just saying that happened.
Right. And that's the point. It's like, you have to understand that is wrong. Therefore, it is not bad for her to choose not to pick a fight with somebody when her 3-year-old niece is in the backseat.
But she could have also just let her in. How much was it going to cost you? How much was it going to cost you? Was it going to cost you 2 minutes out of your day?
It was going to cost me my fucking pride.
Exactly, because of your pride. That's what you're teaching. Your pride is more important. Just be nice. Just be nice. Somebody might be having a bad day. Let them in. It's going to cost you 2 minutes out of your day. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It's not going to hurt you. You're not going to be that much more late.
It's not going to help me either.
Right. Just be altruistic.
No.
Just for a little bit.
No.
Just for a little bit.
No.
Wow. We're learning so much.
Again, what is niceness for? What is niceness for?
For niceness.
Look,
for the sake of niceness.
Then what did it cost her?
Yes,
this is how far I will go. Listen.
But that's the point I'm making. You don't know what somebody's going through.
This is how far I will go with being like aware of where I am and everything, and like trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. When I'm getting on to 45 North, 45 South, coming on I-10, right? Anybody in Houston may know, like, going I-10 West, I-10 East,
also
sorry.
Getting on
but here's 45
the thing. South from I-10 East.
Woo!
Trying to get onto 40, trying to go 45 North when you've just gotten off of Taylor Street.
It says be someone right there.
No.
But
that's going 45 South, but going 45 North. But what I'm saying, if you're going I-10 East, if you get on from Taylor Street, Taylor Street is right there. If you have to cut all the way over to 45 North, that fucking sucks. Yeah. So I'm super aware of that. And I'm like, anybody coming from my right side, if I'm in 45 South, anybody coming from my right side, I'm letting you in. Because you might just be cutting all the way over. That, like, getting on the highway to get into 45 North sucks. So I'm aware of that. I let those people in. But if you're coming and you're flying up 45 North and then try to cut into the 45 South line, I'm not letting you in. Coming from my left side, no.
Because here's the thing. Here's my thing about, like, I make, sometimes I am like, oh, fuck, I needed to merge there. And, like, if people don't want to let me, I get it. I'm an asshole. I shouldn't have fucking done that. And sometimes it is just okay to take the L. It is fine. Yeah. You miss your exit, take the next one. Yeah. It's fine. Even if my mom is in labor with my baby brother, it's like, well, this is not gonna make me go faster. I might get into a fucking car accident, and then I'm really gonna be fucking late. So the most logical thing for me to do is just take the fucking L, do some problem solving.
Will you say that
and
though?
Just figure it.
Or in the moment, would you be like, all you had to do was fucking let me in? What, like, what was it gonna cost you?
No. Literally,
no, that's not true. Because yesterday she was driving hella fast, and she was like, "Why are people?"
Well,
I'm just saying.
But no. What happened? Wait, we gotta clear that
was following the rules.
No, we gotta clear that the fuck up.
Everybody last night was following the rules. Every single person was following the rules.
Please,
and you were rushing and violating the law only because you wanted to get somewhere fast and you were pissed off at everybody for following the rules. So
what
do
you
not play
do
that
in the
shit.
left lane, Juliet?
Do not play that. That's not a good reason. That's
you
not
go
a good
fucking
reason.
fast. You don't go 5 under the fucking speed limit.
But the point that I'm making is that you had a very special circumstance that you were expecting everybody to accommodate you for. When they don't have to do that, you just said they don't have to do that.
If we're
you
talking
just said
about
that the collective power could be like, oh fuck it, if you want to be an asshole,
if
we're not gonna let you.
talking about
in the car,
our
hella talking
general
shit.
Driving etiquette here. If you are in the left lane, you see somebody else coming up behind you in the left lane, and you are going slower than them, unless they're being an asshole and like flying up on you or anything, which I was not doing.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
but you were also in the middle lane, the second middle lane.
I was the only time I ever switched.
Because we needed to get somewhere. That's the point that I'm making.
I ever switched lanes is when somebody wouldn't move because again, general etiquette. If somebody comes up, no, they weren't.
They're going the speed limit. Every single person was going the speed limit.
I don't believe that every single person at any given
nobody was doing anything wrong except for the fact that we just needed to be somewhere and we were rushing. So she wanted people to move because we were rushing and we were like, we got to get somewhere.
Wait, because you guys are yelling and I didn't. Okay, so here's the situation. You guys were rushing. You are behind somebody on a left lane.
We were behind a lot of people. We were behind a lot of people. It wasn't just the left lane. We were behind a lot because we needed to get somewhere and we were like running hella late.
We were running hella late. We were 3 minutes behind. We got there 3 minutes after.
We were hella late. And it was like it didn't matter what the lane was. It was like we need to get somewhere and we're rushing because we need to get there fast, which I totally understand. Goes to my point. You don't know what people are going through. It could be the show, it could be whatever, and they need to get there somewhere fast. But everybody around,
guess what?
Everybody around was like doing what they were supposed to do.
Even on the way, when I had other people, if I was in the left lane and I had other people come up behind me, driving behind me, and they were going faster than me, I move over to the right side. Unless there are people on your right side in the middle lane next to you that are going slower and you are passing them up. If you're going the same exact speed as them, why are you over in that lane?
I hear what you're like. I get the point that you're trying to make.
The point that I'm making is that there's no consistency.
Listen,
the point that I'm making
no, there is.
Hold on.
No, it's not because
hold on.
Okay, go. You go first.
I get what you're saying. Like you're being like nobody was doing anything wrong. I will say this: I am not taking sides before you start yelling at me.
No. It's
so
fine.
watch it. I'm not taking sides. But number one, there are when we were talking before about like merging or like changing lanes, this is like, I'm only thinking of like, you're about to miss your exit and you waited until the last possible, like where there's like stripe thing, not like changing lanes.
And some people are assholes and they're like, yo, there's a big ass line. I'm going to go to the front.
That's exactly that is what we're talking about. Not changing lanes, because changing lanes is just changing lanes. Like you're just whatever.
Yeah.
What we're talking about is like, there is an exit that you need to make and you didn't want to wait, and so you try to cut in front of everybody. You pass over the stripe like island thing and then you try to get on it there. I'm like, no.
Yeah, you're an asshole. Yeah, 100%. And you could be an asshole. And the only thing I say to that is I don't know what that person's going through.
I don't need to know. You're still an asshole. I don't need to know.
Sure.
Like, there might be something that's like that you have justified. It's a good reason to choose to be an asshole, but you're choosing to be an asshole nonetheless. And you cannot expect people to be okay with that.
Exactly.
You cannot expect people to be okay with that.
Exactly.
With you being an asshole.
Exactly. That's so on the off chance that you are in a position where you are being an asshole, you have to your point, take the L.
Here's where I think the miscommunication is. Because I'm hearing you're behind somebody on a lane where everybody is supposed to be going fast, and that is also a rule of the road. Like left lanes you go fast, right lanes like you move over.
Left lane is a passing lane.
Yeah.
Left lane is a passing lane. It doesn't mean you get to stay on that lane forever going 90 miles an hour. It means you get to pass the person in front of you. I'm gonna stop you right
there, because if you're gonna act like this is some written rule, that is not true.
She's talking about etiquette. When the
etiquette is not